A very good afternoon to Deputy Principal Academic, Mr. Lim Peng Han, guests, staff, students, and to our viewers tuning in virtually. Welcome to the Singapore Polytechnic Excellence Awards Ceremony 2021. My name is Anna.
And my name is Amish, and we are your MCs this afternoon. The montage video you have just seen was produced by the SP Videography Club, who is one of the outstanding contributions group award recipients this afternoon. Now, 2020 was a year of uncertainty and change. We had to adapt to the new normal and navigate through the challenges posed by the pandemic. Our resilience saw us through the steep learning curves, and we were able to leverage on new opportunities. So today's ceremony and awards are very much a celebration of the achievements and excellence of our students.
The awards recognize the outstanding achievements and contributions of the awardees in their co-curricular activities in SP and beyond. We would now like to invite Deputy Principal Academic, Mr. Lim Peng Han, to give us his opening address. Mr. Lim, please.
Good afternoon. Yes, to our audience, both here and also at home from remote. I'm very happy to be here, and I'd like to have a short message before the session start. Yeah. Well, to our parents, award recipients, guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Singapore Polytechnic Excellence Awards Ceremony 2021. Let me first begin by congratulating all recipients of this year's Outstanding Contribution Awards. The awards are an affirmation of your efforts and contributions in making SP a vibrant campus and living our SP core values. The education you get in SP as an SP student does go beyond academic achievement. It also encompasses personal development and life skills. Our CCA are important in helping our students to develop leadership skills and resilience. They also make life on campus fun and memorable. And it's a key component of our holistic education environment that SP provides. This year's awards are special and different from previous editions of the Excellence Awards. For a start, we are all practicing social distancing and adhering to safe management measures due to COVID-19. The pandemic has turned our world upside down and forced us to explore new ways to do things. What was acceptable previously, no longer possible. And even simple things that we take for granted, like being able to gather in a group to bond and participate in activities, are no more permissible. Instead, we have to reinvent the way we carry out our activities while coping with the new directive and safety measures. I remember when the circuit breaker was first introduced last year, having face-to-face sessions were not possible and affected all CCA and events. Students were faced with a whole new set of challenges when organizing activities. Everyone had to adapt fast. Even when some face-to-face sessions were permissible during semester 2, the challenges was in doing so without breaking the safe management measure. I'm happy to note that our students have risen to the occasion and faced these challenges heads-on. They have continued to inject vibrancy into student life and implemented new strategies and ideas to run their activities in a very creative ways. From moving their weekly sports training session online to having virtual orientation and bonding activities, our students have shown that resilience and adaptability is part of their traits. Their ability to think out of the box has stood them well for the future. Today, we will be giving out the Outstanding Contribution Awards to 16 student club and 31 students leaders for their outstanding services and contributions in their CCA. These awards are also an affirmation of the students' resilience and ingenuity in overcoming odds and finding new opportunity. Among the students receiving the individual awards is Joy Chan from the Diploma in Music and Audio Technology course. Before enrolling in DMAT course, Joy had no formal music background. She did not view that as a disadvantage, but instead use it as an impetus to work harder, achieving A's and distinctions for her music modules. She won the Rom Sing It Louder Songwriting Award, and together with her band, Shamsa, they have also participated and achieved good results in multiple music competitions. Her lack of formal music training did not stop her passion in music, where she joined the SP Chinese Orchestra, and thereafter becoming an active member of the club. One of the clubs receiving this award is the SP BP Mentoring Clubs. Before COVID-19, the club was mentoring close to 100 students. With the onset of COVID-19, their weekly mentorings and tuition sessions had to stop. It would have been very easy for the club to halt their mentoring given the health concern and restriction then. However, the club developed new ways of reaching out to their mentees through online platform and standing true to their vision of serving with heart to make a difference. To all our recipients today, congratulations and well done. 2020 has been a year full of challenges and uncertainty, but you have taken it in your stride. You have truly embodied the SP core value and qualities of our SP graduate attributes and make your friends, the institution, and most importantly, your family's members all very proud of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lim.
At this point, we would like to turn your attention to the screen, where we will be showcasing a student performance by the SP Malay Language Society.
The SP Malay Language Society was established in the 1980s and has since provided an avenue for SP students to explore their interests in the Malay art scene, while instilling in them the hard and soft skills that will mold them into resilient, motivated, and confident leaders of tomorrow's art scene.
The performance that the club is presenting today is titled Bangkit Semangatku, which can be translated to Raise My Spirits. This uplifting item aims to showcase a sense of hope that stems from being united as one. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the SP Malay Language Society.
Jadi hamparan semangat. bangkit menggapai bintang di angkasa, merentasi jalur ruang dan masa, bangkit menggapai bintang di angkasa, menyusuri arus nadi kemenangan. Wow, wow, ku bela namamu di persada dunia baru, menjulang jaluranmu. Semangatku bangkit menggapai bintang di angkasa, merentasi jalur ruang dan masa, bangkit menggapai bintang di angkasa, menyusuri arus nadi kemenangan. Yeay, bangkit menggapai bintang di angkasa, merentasi jalur ruang dan masa, bangkit menggapai bintang di angkasa, menyusuri arus nadi kemenangan. Wow, wow, wow. Ayo bangkit kita.
Thank you, SP Malay Language Society, for that vibrant performance.
Now, let us commence with the awards presentation, starting with the Outstanding Contributions Award, individual category. We would like to invite Mr. Lim Peng Han, Deputy Principal, Academic, to present the awards. Mr. Lim, please. Recipients of the Outstanding Contributions Award, individual category are Abdul Kahar bin Zaini, President of SP Malay Language Society. Benisha Tang, Vice President of SP Entrepreneurs Club. Benjamin Heng Jing Sung, President of SP Canoe Polo. Charmaine So Li Ying, Vice President of Events of SPBP Mentoring Club. Cui Hao Yi, President of SP Cyclists.
Ek Chia Wen, President of SPBP Mentoring Club. Fu Yu Chen Tiana, Vice President of SP Videography Club. Jerwin Teo Win Sien of School of Business. Goh Chia Young, Vice President of DBS Student Chapter, School of Chemical and Life Sciences. Goh Sin Yi of SP Strictly Dance Zone.
Heng Sing Yi Dorcas, President of the School of Business Club. Joy Chan Nien Eun of the Media Arts and Design School. Camelia Shaswina, Dikir Barat, Girls Captain of SP Malay Language Society. Caitlin Ong Si-ying, President of SP Squash. Ko Kai Feng Jason, President of Griffin's School of Computing.
Lai Nin Yen Rachel, Vice President of Schools of SPBP Mentoring Club. Lee Wee Ching, President of SP Videography Club. Lee Yi Tung, Secretary and Treasurer of School of Computing Club. Lester Thomas Daniel, President of SP Photography Club. Mo Sin Sien Hillary, President of Chemical and Life Sciences Club.
Muhammad Andri Zithlik, Heads of Language of SP Malay Language Society. Ong Chi Feng, Vice President of SP Robotics Innovation and Technology Enterprise. Normuna Kairuniza binti Abdul Rahman, Vice President of the Chemical and Life Sciences Club. Hua Hui Singh of the School of Architecture and the Built Environment. Roslina Chua Chu Ting of the Media Arts and Design School.
Ryan Chu Zong Xian, President of Media Arts and Design Club. Siti Aisha Binti Ghazali of SP Malay Language Society. Shakira Mary I. Echemendi, Tennis Girls Team Captain of SP Tennis. Tan Xuan In Denzel, Chairman of PFP Student Chapter, School of Computing. Timothy Ng Zong Yao of School of Business. Ya Zabuar, Vice President of SP Tennis. Thank you, Mr. Lim.
Now, we would like to invite Mr. Joseph Teo, Acting Registrar, to present the Outstanding Contributions Award in the group category. Mr. Teo, please. Recipients of the Outstanding Contributions Award group category are the Chemical and Life Sciences Club, the SB Asset online peer supporters who are unfortunately unable to join us today, the SP BP Mentoring Club, SP Canoe Polo, SP Cyclists,
SP Indian Cultural Society, SP International Students Club, SP Leo Club, SP Malay Language Society, SP Mind Sports,
SP Photography Club, SP Silat, SP Theatre Campus, SP Videography Club, SP Welfare Services Club, and YEP Go Philippines. Thank you, Mr. Teo, and congratulations to all our recipients of the individual and group awards.
We would now like to invite one of the individual award winners, Caitlin Ong Si Ying, President of SP Squash, to say a few words. Caitlin, please.
A very good afternoon to Deputy Principal, Mr. Lim Peng Han, distinguished guests, staff, parents, and my fellow award winners. First, I would like to congratulate my fellow award winners and acknowledge the hard work that you've put into your clubs and student groups over the last year. Your efforts have not gone to waste, and today is the fruit of our labors. So, congrats, we did it! Leadership for everyone is different, not just in styles, but the way we experience it too. There will be highs and lows. For some, it might have been a roller coaster. For others, a walk in the park. But for me, it was like a slingshot. I was pulled back previously because of my doubts of not being able to develop my skills and embrace new experiences. A big learning curve was from my CCA, SP Squash. My squash president at the time was actually my senior back in secondary school, and being in the same squash club made us a lot closer. So when the baton was passed to me to be the next squash president, I knew that I didn't want to let her down. Looking at the way she led such a small, tightly knit community really inspired me to want to do well too. Little did I know that was the start of my slingshot ride. The beginning was tough. I was unfamiliar with how to go about trainings. I took over the presidency during the circuit breaker period. And this meant that there were no physical face-to-face trainings, but online instead. And I know what you may be thinking. But how do you do an online training? No one had done it before, and I didn't quite know where to start. I had to be creative, resourceful, and think of engaging ways to make online trainings more fun. On top of that, the seniors had already left. This meant that the club's dynamic had changed, and more importantly, we needed to find new players. This posed a challenge for me. Here's a fun fact for you. According to Forbes, squash is actually the healthiest sport in the world. But despite this impressive title, squash isn't exactly a very popular sport. Many times when I say, "Oh, hey, I play squash," the most common responses are, "Oh, that's the sport you play like tennis and badminton, right?" So I'm not sure how many of y'all can relate to this, but finding new club members was tough, and doing it online didn't make it any easier. So with the recruitment drive and online trainings, times were tough. My senior knew I was going through rough patches, and she gave me a little pep talk that I still remember up to today. She said, "If not you, then who?" I then realized that if I, as the president, was not motivated enough, who else would be? With the help of my committee members, we then tried our best to do up posters and videos, as well as think of engaging things to do during the virtual trainings. Looking back, though it was tough at first, my committee members really supported me along the way and has allowed me to grow into the leader that I have become today. Often, it is the setback that creates the energy to throw us forward to bigger and better things. And after clearing the hurdle of being unsure of what to do, I was able to guide my team well and venture out of my comfort zone to accomplish things I've never done before. Being thrown into unexpected situations happens in our everyday lives. It helps us to grow and mature. I remember a time when I did community service at the Riding for the Disabled Association. And personally, I'm not the best with animals, and for this volunteering experience, I actually had to ride next to a horse to help aid the disabled. So I was under circumstances that made me feel really uncomfortable, but I pulled through in the end, and it's one of the most fulfilling experiences that I'll still remember to up till today. Similarly, being thrown into unexpected situations happens in our everyday lives. As a student in the Diploma of Media and Communication, I'm often thrown into unfamiliar territory. I have to constantly adapt to my situations, like when grouped with new people or tasked to do something I've never done before. It is from past experiences, like my volunteering one, that allows me to motivate and push me forward, and it's moments like this where I take a look back and I'm proud of myself for how much I've achieved and overcome. Today, I'm thankful for the many opportunities, skills, and experiences that I've gathered. So if, like me, you've experienced setbacks in your choice, you have a choice to stay down or use these experiences as the energy to project yourself forward. Just like a slingshot. So this is just the beginning, and all the best to my fellow award winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin.
We have now come to the end of the ceremony. Congratulations again to all our recipients. Thank you everyone for making time to attend the Singapore Polytechnic Excellence Awards 2021. I am Anna.
And I'm Amish. Have a wonderful evening ahead.